Sincerely speaking, no sir, I pity the foreign airlines in this country. For no fault of theirs, our system is almost running them bankrupt. And this is not a problem of today, for God's sake. Nigeria, we don't solve our problem. If I flash back, as far back as the 70s, we were selling ticket for 22 naira was $1. And exchange rate was 22. We were quoting tariffs in dollars. Lagos Abuja at that time was 2,200 naira, equivalent in $100. That's domestic. International was using the same rate, 22 naira. At the end of the day, when they want to remit their money, excess of earnings, is excess of earnings after paying taxes. They have excess of earnings in the market. They want to remit to the home country. They don't get 22 to buy. You got to a level of 50 naira, 75 naira. You can say that's the total loss of the value of the naira they stock. Meanwhile, these airlines in their head office are going to New York to buy FX. They are borrowing funds in FX. Meanwhile, they have funds tied down in Nigeria. All right? To me, it is a mega breach of international trade. Mega breach. And that led to the departure of your Swissair from Nigeria, your Sabina from Nigeria, your Scandinavian airline from Nigeria, your Varig Brazilian airline from Nigeria. Almost 5 airlines left Nigeria. With the beautiful services, they were linking the nations of the world with us. They left. And to say that in the 70s till 20s, almost 50 years now, we're still facing the same problem. When are we going to get solution? They have money tied down and it cannot move, and they are borrowing funds to sustain that service. Government must, as a matter of urgency, develop its own airlines to reduce the volume of businesses done here. Nigeria government should be very serious with the issue of the demand for travel is high. And when the demand is high, for God's sake, develop 2-3 strong airlines. They must go to all the sectors these foreign airlines are coming from. Now, as a matter of international trade, we must sit down and renegotiate our bazaars and say frequencies, we are going to equalize them. This market has been developed by Nigeria Airways. Foreign airlines are enjoying it. They are accumulating funds, and we could not give it to them. We should operate it. Take 7, we take 7. We must take equal frequencies. Our Nigerian government must get serious to make sure we have. It's not national carrier now.
Okay.
Our private sector people are not encouraged. Let me tell you one thing, no sir. I asked the MD of Airpeace one day, since Arik withdrew from London, what are you doing? He said, we asked, they didn't give us. That's pathetic. That is a lucrative route, and not asking me to go to China. Not asking me to go and die. Because when I begin to bleed, you will not be there. But I want to prove a point that I can do it, and I'm on the way to China. Which route is more profitable? London by BA and Virgin with 21 frequencies versus Lagos, China, 2-3 services a week, longer route, more overflying charges, more fuel, more engine burnout, more crew, more expenses. And here is a route that has been developed over the decades by Nigeria Airways. I have not seen sufficient support by our government for the airlines.
But do you think the federal government is being selfish, trying to keep these lucrative routes, awaiting the entrance of the national carrier?
Well, it is not being selfish. It is not knowing what to do. The national carrier, if backed to tomorrow, cannot do 21 frequencies of the British carriers. So can still not rescue this demand on the dollar. You need about 3 Nigerian airlines to say, all right, you are doing 21 plus what we are doing. If it is 21, let's divide by 3 now. Each of us will do 3777, and you reduce your own to 777. As simple as that now. Yes, we have to make sure that we balance the trade. The balance of trade is negatively tilted, and until Nigeria loves itself. It did not say love your neighbor more than yourself. Nigeria does not love itself. What we're still doing in Nigeria is not nationalism. It's me and my office. National carrier has not been born in 8 years now. And when it is born, can it do 21 frequencies to UK? Can it do the many frequencies Lufthansa is doing, and to Air France, and to Emirates, and to your Far East? Understand me? You need our carriers to divide it and make sure that the market is available, is equally shared. I don't mind competition. Competition will now be product and prices. But in terms of sharing that market, I'm still very conservative about that. My own child is my own child. But the more that I throw my child away, because I want to eat food, and I'm eating food from another child's table, and that child is suffering also, I am breaching contract. Oh, huge. If you add all of them together, IATA has been shouting that Nigeria is the biggest, we're not settling the airlines. And yet the airlines can't fold their arms. This is business for them. We have to remain. So we have to get ready and be serious. Otherwise, in the alternative, when these airlines sell, we peg within maximum of 3 months, fluctuation maximum 3 months, we must pay you. We don't keep it for 7 months or endless. The airlines are shopping right, left, center to see where they can get the funds remitted very close to the rate they sold. So that is a number one recommendation, is get your people ready to reciprocate. Number two, fix the rate. If you sell at this rate, within 2 to 3 months, we must get you your remittance. And that should be a strong mandate from Mr. President to Mr. CBN. That fund should be there. Until you are able to reduce your balance of trade, you have to meet these people's need.